following show is a paid program.
Hey, how you doing today? We have the best in the building, the best comedians that you could ever find. I'm telling you, Black Prince and Mickey Housley. How you doing, guys?
Good, man.
Man, I'm telling you, I was so excited about tonight. You all are going to have some good things. Phil and Derek's Freaky Lounge. And I'm telling you, man, let's talk about it. Let's talk about Black Prince.
Yeah.
40 years almost.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
God. Come on, let's talk about it.
Oh, man, it's been a ride. It's been a ride. Been a roller coaster. But in this business, entertainment business always, you're going to have some roller coaster rides in it. But a lot of it's been a blessing, man. And I have, been blessed to travel. Been blessed to tour and live in Australia, open up for Prince over there. And Sinbad and Whoopi Goldberg over there in Australia, and toured with a lot of plays across the country, and been to most of the states and cities here in the country, been able to tour and see them, like a working vacation.
Absolutely.
So, it's been a ride, man, and, going on 40 years, first year, I'll be in my 40th year doing this, so I'll be celebrating. I want y'all to stay tuned, because I'm going to have a celebration. I want a lot of people to come in and speak on that, they've seen me over the years, so I'll be having 40 years, 4,000 shows, and 40,000 jokes told.
40,000 jokes
told. Yes, sir. So,
Mr. Mickey Housley, I'm telling you. This is a driving machine. This guy right here, I'm telling you. Now, let me just tell you. He's from Houston, right?
From Houston, yeah.
Went to Chicago.
Went to Chicago.
Went to New York.
Went to New York.
Now you're back.
Now I'm back. COVID said, come back home.
COVID said, come back home. COVID said, come back home. Talk about it. How did you get into being a comedian?
I'm about a fourth of the time he's put in. I'm about 10 years. So I'm still going up the roller coaster.
Okay.
Or whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I started doing karaoke with my dad.
Yeah.
And I can't sing at all, but I just get up there and act a fool. And it gave me kind of like the stage presence that I felt you need to do comedy. I'm like, if I can get up here and make people laugh just singing a song, let's try actual stand up. So did that, man. It's been great, man. I met him. He's been one of the great mentors. And, a lot of the OGs in Houston, man. I could name off. I could name off everybody, but it's been dope. I had a good time.
I had a good time. Mr. Black Prince, how did the name come about? Everybody's asking.
Well, the name, man, it's funny, how the name came. I'm trying to make a long story short.
Yeah.
Actually, I was at Prairie View A&M, and I was pledging Alpha Phi Omega. And while I was pledging online, they told us we need to go raise some money. So y'all need to go raise $80 a piece. So you got 30 minutes to do it. So I went.
$80 a piece.
Yeah, you got 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
30 minutes. Y'all need to go raise it. So I went to the females' dorm. I started performing Prince songs.
Yes.
They started throwing money out the windows. They started coming down, putting money in my pants and all that kind of stuff. And one of the brothers was behind a tree watching.
Yeah.
He was watching it, right? And so when it came time for us to go over and give us line names, they were like, okay, we gonna name you. You're gonna be Black something, because of my pigmentation. You're gonna be what Black we gonna name you? So it's like Black Horse, Black. And then he stepped up. He said, wait a minute. If y'all could have seen this guy over here performing Prince songs for these ladies, we're going to call him Black Prince.
Black Prince.
And that's where the name came from. That's back in 1983 at Prairie View A&M University.
Yeah.
And so that's what Black Prince. And so I just kept the name until my entertainment, and just, it stuck.
Absolutely that. My God, a lot of people are asking, again, how did you get started?
That's another thing, long story I got to try to make short. At PV, I was a freshman at PV.
Shout out to PV.
PV A&MU, baby. The Panthers, baby.
We gonna get in trouble we don't say it.
Yeah, you gonna get in trouble. You got to say that alma mater, man. We got to come up with our alma mater. So yeah, so I'm a freshman in school at this time, and I always did impressions and did voices.
Yeah.
Right. I talked like some of the students, popular students around there, some of the professors and all that kind of stuff, and a lot of cartoons and stars. I could do their voices then. So they were like, I never thought about being in comedy. Never dreamed of it. I said, no, I don't have, the man enough to get up there and try to tell jokes in front of people. You know what I'm saying?
Because that's strong to do that now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's gotta be something.
Yeah, because I grew up shy.
Yeah.
And I stuttered a lot. So I stuttered even up until college. I stuttered some. So I didn't want to get in front of people and do that and tell jokes. No. So we were walking around campus, some friends of mine, right? Yeah. And they saw a sign for audition for a talent show. So they said, you need to get on that talent show. I said, what am I doing on that talent show? They said, talk like Dr. Williams, talk like Big Smitty that walks around campus, and JoJo, and do that Bill Cosby thing you be doing, and all that kind of stuff. I said, man, I'm not doing that. So later on, we got together. They were drinking. I didn't drink. So I had orange juice with Sprite, and like I had a screwdriver, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm acting like I'm, but they put something in there for real, right? And so I got kind of, I got a buzz. Right. So they're like, I said, I'm going to do the show. I'm going to get on a talent show. I said I was going to do it, right? So it's a guy. They walked me around campus. They pushed me into the audition room, told the guy he wants to perform on a talent show. I said, no, I don't. So he said, get out of here. You don't look like you have any talent. I said, what? So I started busting out with Bill Cosby and said, look, see, you trying to tell me that I don't have no talent? You crazy, dog. So the dude got my name. Did I lose my mic?
I'm fine.
He got my name, got my schedule. He was at my classes all week long with a list trying to get me to be on that show.
Wow.
So the Friday came. He said, man, I'm tired of following you. He was at the dining hall. He said, what do I got to do? I said, come out here with 300 students, hang out after eating dinner. Get on your knees and beg me to be on the show. He said, man, you crazy. Okay, I'm going to do it. So he came there. He was there when I got to the dining hall. Here you go. I said, man, you got to get outside and do it. So he did it. He said, okay, sign. I said, nope, I'm not doing it. So I just signed it just to do it, to get rid of him, right? So my friends got me again, the night of the show. Right. Poured something in my drink, and I'm on the show. They had 30 contestants on the show. I got on there, didn't know, what did y'all want me to do? I didn't know what to do. What do you do? So I just started doing Scooby-Doo and all that. Oh, Scooby-Doo! And it blew up. And out of 30 contestants, I won the talent show. Wow. And it started snowballing from there. So there were people there from Grambling, U of H. They were judging the show, and they said, we want you to come to our school and do that. And everywhere I went, people just started asking me to do a show. Right. And here I am 40 years later.
Wow.
Nice.
That is nice. That is nice.
Never wanted to be a comedian, never dreamed of it, never, wasn't my passion. Right. But you don't know where God going to take you. Yeah. So he brought me here 40 years later. He even tried to quit. But every time he let me quit, he throw something big in front of me. Here come BET's Comic View. Here comes the finals of a big national comedy competition. And I wasn't trying to win. Yeah. So bam, here we go.
But looking at both of you all and looking at Houston, most people say you got to leave Houston. We talked about that a little bit before. You got to leave Houston and then come back. Yeah. There's a lot of people that are local, still local, but they haven't traveled out of Houston at all at this point. But they're wanting to go mainstream. Let's talk. Mickey, let's give them some advice on that.
Yeah. In my case, I left and I went to Chicago. Most comedians, when they pursue that mainstream, they either feel like New York or LA is right. I just personally wanted to check a different scene. Check a different scene. So could have easily went to New York or LA, but I was like, let's try Chicago. A lot of history in Chicago. You got the Bernie Macs and Dale Givens. I said I wanna go up there. And plus I was doing competitions and in the Bay Area and stuff like that. And I did that 2 years in a row. And both years Chicago dudes won. Both years I did it. I said, man, let me see what this Chicago grind is like. So it's been dope. But to answer that question, in 2020, I think the mainstream is online. I don't even think you got to be in
online.
With this pandemic thing.
Yeah, that too. It's like you ain't even gotta. You can just move on the internet. You ain't gotta move to LA or New York like that. But if you want to go and venture out, if
Right.
if you feel like that's what's calling you, go for it.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, see,
what
I
you
came
think?
up in an era where
Right.
they definitely said, you got to get out of Houston.
Wow.
They said, you got too much time. You got to go to L.A. or you got to go to New York. New York is so tough.
Yeah.
And so in 1986, I saved up my money on my job to be able to quit,
Yeah.
to move to L.A. So I moved to L.A. Nobody believed I was going. My mother didn't believe I was going.
Right.
I said, I'm going to L.A. She thought I was going to Louisiana. When I said L.A.
When you say L.A.,
Yeah,
right,
'cause
Louisiana.
I had a lot of shows. I grew up with a lot of shows in Louisiana,
Right.
So I'm a household name in Louisiana.
Right.
And so I called her, Collect, from L.A., and she said,
Wait a
well, where
minute,
you at?
Collect.
Where you at, boy? I said, what you? I said, I told you I was coming to L.A. Well, I thought you were talking about Louisiana. And so L.A., so moving there, didn't know where I was going to stay.
Wow.
Didn't know nothing.
That's a different price range. Real estate's not wise. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
rent,
Yeah.
it's different.
I got in a hotel. I got in a hotel in the Hilton because,
Right.
I like nice stuff.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I
yeah,
rented
in the
me a
Hollywood
Lincoln.
area.
I rented a Lincoln.
You rented a Lincoln.
Yeah. After 2 weeks, I said, I can't afford this no more. So
Now,
I got
this
me.
is in the 80s.
This is in the 80s. This is in the 80s. This is in the 80s.
Yeah.
And so I didn't know. So I was like, okay. I went to the Comedy Store, and you got to go put your name in a hat back then. And they were only picking 10 people to perform that night.
Right.
So you got people from New York, got people from Chicago, Philadelphia, everywhere. The name in the hat. You got 200 names in the hat. And every night they're only picking 10 to perform. And so I'm like, God, dog, I can't wait out here just to.
Right.
And they picked my number 10,
Wow.
the last one to perform. And I went on stage and I did my thing. And nobody laughed. Nobody laughed, but
Wow.
Woody Allen was sitting in the back reading the paper laughing. Ronnie Dangerfield was the host. So Ronnie Dangerfield came up after me. After they said, you know what, kid, I think you got a future in this. I think you should keep going on. And Woody Allen was like, you're funny, ha, 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 like that. And so my money ran out.
Right.
So I had to
Come back
hightail it
home?
on back on home.
Yeah.
And so I moved again back in like 2005. I was doing a play. I was traveling, touring with a play, and the play was over with, and we were in LA, so I found somebody to stay with on their couch. And so I started getting a lot of work there. I was doing some churches. I did a movie, and a lot of guys had moved from Houston, comics moved, and said, man, how you been here? You've been here a month, and you got more work than I had, than I've been here the whole time.
Right.
So I was staying with a friend, and she was working for Ross Perot. And she said, you can stay on my couch. They pay for everything for her. You ain't got to do nothing but just cook for me sometimes. She had a Jaguar. I'd go to the Comedy Store and all that kind of stuff in the Jaguar.
In the Jaguar.
They thought I made it, right?
Yeah, right.
They thought I made it. But then she didn't like L.A. So she had put in for a transfer probably before that. So 2 weeks later, she got transferred to Chicago. And so I couldn't afford to pay
Exactly.
where she was staying, the apartment she had, where some of the Lakers were staying there.
Right.
So I had to come on back to Houston again.
Now, what year was that?
That was 2005.
Okay. Wow. So how long did you stay in L.A.? It was 86?
86. I was in LA for 4 months.
You had to come back
I had to
home.
come on back. Money ran out. You know how LA, how
I
expensive
know.
it is.
I know.
It's real.
It's
Even,
real.
Even New York, man. You 2,000 for like a box,
A box.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
a living room.
That's a living room, right?
Yeah, that's it. No windows.
Right. And we've got to tell people that. When you're really pushing for your dream, then did you have jobs? I'm saying when you came back, you had to get your job?
Yeah, I had to get that
Like a real job. Like a real
Yeah.
job.
Yeah, I had to get a job.
That's another fight in comedy too. Like
You got to get you a job.
you
You got to get some
I want
benefits
to
or
do this
something.
full time and feel good about myself.
Yeah.
But then,
Yeah.
'cause
But
But
you
I
got to eat.
always kept me a part-time job, a couple of jobs, a couple
Yeah.
of hustles. You know what I'm saying?
Side
I work in
hustles
the
or something.
medical
You gotta
field
get
part-time. That's my part-time.
Yeah.
I had 3 part-time jobs in the
Three
medical
part-time
field. 3
jobs.
part-time, and then what's so good, God lets me be able to, I work when I want to.
Yeah.
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 They send me a schedule, and they say, okay, can you work these days? I can work this day, this day, this day, this day, this day,
Yeah.
this day. Boom. And that what keeps it going, keep the bills going. So, so.
I think that's the thing. I think most people feel like, okay, I'm just going to jump into it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for it, and I'm not going to have to work. you got to eat.
Yeah.
You got to live
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Mama and them like, you got to do something.
Right.
You,
Oh, yeah,
you can't
yeah,
be
you gotta-
here when I'm here.
No.
And you
They
look.
only support your dream so
your
long.
your family, until you make it or you make it big, your family like, get your real job. You know?
Exactly.
They're not pushing you to go on that because, you know, you
Yeah.
ain't making no money right now.
Yeah.
Right.
But when you make it, they be like,
I know him.
right.
Exactly. Exactly.
son.
Yeah. When do you feel like you know you made it? Or have you made it? What?
Man, that's a good question, man. I think when I'm not sure.
Yeah.
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 That answer.
You know the same way people say, they say, I just want to make it. And I hear
Because
that, what you hear.
sometimes you be there and don't know you there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Black Prince?
Well, when you can do this for a living,
Yeah.
That's true.
you know, even if you're struggling,
Yeah.
you know, and you're struggling from show to show, but you're doing this for a living,
Yeah.
and then you've made it.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that we've got COVID-19, a lot of things were shut down,
Yeah.
of course. The beginning of March, really, started just closing everything, just shutting everything down.
Right.
Many people are full-time comics or artists or whatever they are in the media, but they just didn't have the money. Many people had to move back, you know.
Yeah.
They've
Right.
had to come out and move back because
Oh, yeah.
everything has been shut down. No touring,
Yeah.
nothing.
No.
Yeah, that's why I
nothing at
came back because I was like I said, I was in New York when it happened, and no family out there, just
Right.
And so I'm like, I came out here to perform and break into these prestigious clubs and stuff. So if I can't perform, I might as well be back home, you know, with family or whatnot like that. So, but the silver lining to that is me personally, my online stuff has picked up or whatnot. So
Right.
I hosting like virtual college shows and stuff like that. So that's kind of picked up, but it would feel nice to get back and touch that stage again.
It's different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you feel it's different that in performing virtually because you don't have that vibe
Yeah,
of the
because
people?
you waiting on a emoji.
The laugh.
You waiting on a emoji.
Right.
Somebody put a crying emoji or something, a laughing emoji, because you're not hearing that immediate feedback. So it kind of adjusts your timing a little bit.
It does. It
but,
does.
You know, it's cool.
It make it crazy.
Yeah.
You know, and that this has been for entertainers. This has been really rough for a lot of entertainers because a lot of them. This is what you did, and it made me realize how much of support the comedy game for us financially, how much it made a difference on my survival.
Yes.
You know, and being able
Yes.
to pay bills and get some luxuries on top of
Right.
it. You don't
Right.
realize how much it meant because you know, when I looked at how much I made last year this
Yes.
time, and look at what I
Yes.
made this time.
Right.
I'm like, oh my goodness,
Yeah.
We don't look at that.
this is a drop.
Yeah. Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is a big drop right here.
Yeah.
And so for the entertainer that you're not doing, and some of the actors,
Right.
you know, big time folks
Yeah.
are hurting. You know what I'm saying? And not being able to, you know, because you're used to a certain kind of lifestyle. And when this is cut off, especially comedy, because it was 6 months. About a month ago, I did my first show since the 1st of March.
Right.
Right.
So
Right.
you're rusty, you're kind of rusty, you know, you got all this going on, you ain't made no money and all that time. Then they're taking away the $600 of unemployment. then they take away the $300 of unemployment.
Right.
You were doing good.
Now you gotta go risk your health.
Yeah.
to
That's
get a
another
laugh.
way.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, so
and then
I
how
was-
is that? How is just let's give the scene of that, of people being around you with COVID, you know, because of COVID.
Can I be
People-
100%?
Yeah, you sure can.
I did a show and I think I caught it right after the show.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, wow, you got my mask on. I knew I'd keep my mask on for something. He coming out of Chicago too. Lord, Lord, be with me. Yeah. Lord.
Right.
I knew I'd keep my mask. Cam, where your mask at, Cam? You better put your mask. I know
said,
you the
right.
host. They know what you look like by now.
I said Black Prince look a little too healthy. Let me rub some of this.
Oh, yeah, and they got me on the show with Kobe boy. Lord have
Look,
mercy.
when you come from New York, because that's where the
And
was.
you did say New
And
York.
I
You
came
see,
from
you see,
look.
you
I
know
came
it.
from New York. My family, My family, they made me quarantine for a month. look,
Y'all,
We ain't got no lights on. We ain't got none of it.
yeah, well, I got my
You
my
do?
sanitizer.
You sure do.
I need some holy water.
Oh, that's what I was gonna tell you. We need some water.
right.
Yes. The Spirit of the Lord compels you.
You gotta change your plates.
Be healed, boy.
They don't want to let you in the state.
They sure don't.
Yeah, you gotta change your plates. Like, nah, I ain't coming from New York.
And then he said, I
14.
was wondering about. I said, this ain't no 6 feet here.
Right.
I said, maybe you do this one by one. Let them come up here. They come spray and wash this down. And then I come up in here. And then I ain't trying to catch this here. I got
now here you go.
I got some pre-existing.
I just got all these people were on the show. Now all of them just cut it off.
That's why. Okay. That's why I gave a disclaimer. I said, can
you put your mask on and say why you think you had it?
Yeah, look, I caught it because.
How you think you had it?
I did it. It was.
And is this mask made out of drawers? That's like them drawers.
I'm not playing with y'all.
I got panty.
Now I got to put mine on.
Panty. Yeah.
You got panties on. Now I got to put mine.
Panty line.
He got his white panties on his face.
Y'all crazy.
That's why you called it.
I got to put mine on.
You got the white panties.
I got to put ours on.
Look, because they start.
Cam. I'm glad you told me.
I'm glad you told me too.
Don't be in no green room with me tonight.
He said we can't shut
God, dog.
I can't get him a drink or nothing.
You can't get him nothing.
Y'all got some orange juice?
We need some vitamin C, huh?
No, I did a show.
Okay.
And
look, he gone.
I'm on the edge of my chair. You on the edge of your seat?
It was back in June, and I did a show. You know the club probably. I don't want to mess up their business. Business, but
it was June.
Huh? It was June. It's been 4 months. I wouldn't even came here today if I was like, nah, I can't do it. But
look,
when last time you been tested? That's what I want to know.
Okay, so we got 2 minutes. We need to tell. Okay, so tell them how to get in touch with you. After you get through with COVID. I don't know.
All right, y'all can follow me on Cash App at Mickey Housley. No, in all seriousness, everything Mickey Housley, Instagram, and,
cool.
Yeah, all that cool stuff.
Cool, and they're gonna be there tonight.
Yeah, Black Prince, Facebook.
Yeah.
You know, Instagram, Black Prince 44 on Instagram. You see me on there, and Black Prince Cash App. Cause we struggling all this. It's Black Prince.
Now you got COVID.
It's $sign Black Prince 55.
Absolutely. So tonight they're going to have a show at Phil and Derek's. It's got a 9 o'clock tonight and a 7:30 and a 9 tomorrow.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Tomorrow night.
Phil and Derek.
Sound
like two uncles.
I appreciate you guys for everything. Everything.
Appreciate you having us. Appreciate the having. You be there tonight?
Yeah.
Come on down, man. Yeah. We'll have fun.
We'll be back with Kay.
Be right back to the Cam Hill Show after these messages.
Ron Carter Cadillac, Houston's only Cadillac to your door dealer, delivers test drives to your home or office, like the new 2020 XT4 Luxury Collection, only $299 a month. The new 2020 XT5 Premium Luxury Collection, $399 a month. Or the first ever 2020 XT6 Premium Luxury Collection, just $499 a month. All for 39 months lease with just $1 down. Or purchase and choose 0% APR for 60 months plus $2,000 bonus cash with no payments until March 2021. Visit RonCarterCadillac.com.
I'm a Texas voter.
And I plan to vote
by mail-in ballot.
I'm a Texas voter.
And I plan to vote safely in person.
I'm a Texas voter.
And I plan to vote early.
I am a Texas voter.
And I plan to vote safely in person. In this coming election, voters aged 50 plus
will make all the difference.
Will make the difference.
Will make the difference. Will make the difference.
Will make the difference in elections across the state.
So make a plan now.
So you can vote however you choose.
It doesn't matter
where you vote,
how you vote, or who you vote for.
What matters?
What matters?
What matters?
What matters is that you have a plan to vote.
For more information,
head to
aarp.org/tx.
Vote.
Vote. Vote.
Đi bầu cử.
और वोट करना मत भूलिएगा.
Vote.
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 唔該去投票.
When
to protecting yourself and your partners, all the information out there can be overwhelming. Visit our website. We are a free and confidential service striving to help you stay informed and stay notified. We are committed to a healthy Houston.
Hello again, Stafford. We are extremely proud of the diverse community we have in Stafford.
We need you to get out and vote for Cecil Willis.
Have you been injured in an 18-wheeler accident, truck accident, car accident? Was someone texting and ran into the back of you, not paying attention? It doesn't matter what it is. Give me a call, Attorney Willie Powles. We'll fix it today. The number is 281-881-2457. Again, that number is 281-881-2457. We'll fix it today. Call Attorney Willie Powles.
Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee will fight the Republican agenda to stop the Affordable Care Act, a lifeline to millions of our friends and family. The stress on our healthcare system is overwhelming. The Congresswoman stands with our first responders. While her opponents were missing in action, Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee responded by going to the front lines and putting your lives first, not hiding from the raging pandemic that has taken countless lives. Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee understands that people need a hand, not a handout. That's why she facilitated over 218,000 free COVID-19 testings and helped families facing evictions. No one works any harder than Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee. Commitment, integrity, and dependability. These are the qualities of a leader. This is why we need to send Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee back to Washington. Let's get the right train on the track.
This is Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee, and I approve this message. Get out and vote for Sheila Jackson Lee.
Together, we have the power to change Donald Trump's Washington, but we need a different kind of senator. MJ Hagar has the courage to speak the truth. Trump is a racist who uses racist attacks to try and divide us. MJ is a decorated combat veteran, a working mom who will take on the big drug companies to lower costs, a leader who will work alongside Black Texans to make sure we recover from the coronavirus pandemic and end systemic racism. MJ doesn't run from battles. She'll be in them with us.
And now back to the Cam Hill Show.
Hey family, how you doing? Boy, I had a good time with Black Prince and Mickey Housley. Just remember on tonight, they will be at Phil and Derek's at 9 o'clock on tonight. And on tomorrow, they will be 7:30 and 9 o'clock. Right now, we have my friend, Miss Kay Warnick. She will be speaking to us about the Black Wall Street Festival and other things that she has going on. Hey, Miss Lady, how you doing?
Hey, Kim.
I'm telling you, this is my friend for real. We've been knowing each other a long time, but I want her first to tell her story of how she got to Houston and actually how she started doing events. And the reason I want to let family know, our family and friends, is because of the fact she's a true statement of never give up. Miss Kay, tell them how you got here and how you started doing events.
Well, I moved out here from Rochester, New York, and basically I wanted to give my son and myself better just life, better living. And so I just took a chance and I packed my car and I headed to Houston. So I made it here. Like I always tell people, I had, my struggles with what was going on as far as, single mom, not having any family or friends, and, working a $13 an hour job. I had degrees, but with all that, it still was hard to find work and, get myself where I needed to be. So, I stayed prayed up and I made it, and I'm here now, and baby, I'm doing excellent.
You sure are. You sure are. What I love about you is that you speak to women. You speak to women very directly, especially single women. You're married now. Congratulations.
Baby, I'm married now.
But you came here single, and you speak to single women, and you speak to them and tell them in their spirit, what do they need? Talk to them, single women.
Well, I would tell single women, listen, the first thing is, you have to work on you before I believe God can send you a husband or just someone. A man is not something that makes you whole. You have to be whole before you start anything with anybody. And so for me, what I did is, before I met my husband, I went in and I went to God and said, hey, I need for you to clean me up, which means clean me up from past hurt, past pain, brokenness, just everything that I was facing that I felt like when I was dating, I would put on someone else. You understand? Whether it was my inconsistency, whether it was my jealousy, whether it was my own insecurities. Us as women, we battle with these things ourselves, Cam, and so when we meet someone, we basically put these things off on them. And it's a lot to take in. So, I tell single ladies, first of all, clean yourself up from your own issues. Second of all, you have to listen more. Men are not hard creatures at all. They're usually easy. Listen, my husband is the most laid back person. I just have to shut up and listen sometimes. And sometimes they speak differently than we do. You're a man.
Yes,
you guys have a different love language.
Analyze stuff.
Yes, you guys do. And the next thing is, when you're single, stand firm on what it is you're looking for and you want in a mate, and don't go outside that. And I've said this on Facebook before. As women, sometimes what we do is we get lonely, we get down, and we're like, okay, you start picking people up off the street. Like, what? I know I shouldn't be with this man, but we be bored. So, work on those things, and then just be patient. And then, I've been here 5 years now, and I got a husband in 5 years, so it can happen to you if it can happen to me.
I love that, Kay. I love it. Black Wall Street Festival. This is going to be tomorrow.
Yes, it is, and we're really, really excited. What I decided is, a few months ago when the pandemic hit, the world, I was sitting and I said, you know what? There was so many, Black businesses don't realize that we were affected by it, but we were blessed by the pandemic. Mm-hmm. And the reason I say that, because a lot of Black business owners, in general, we wouldn't be eligible and able to receive a lot of the funding that they did if we went into a normal bank. Mm-hmm. And so a lot of the the bailout for us as small businesses was a blessing for a lot of people, the ones that were able to get, a lot of the perks that came with everything that was going on for their businesses. They needed it. And so now we see a lot of businesses that are able to prosper and open up different locations, get their items, fully stocked. We have restaurants that people never frequent, that now they're frequenting, like they're sold out. And so I came to my business partner, and we had venues on hold from before the pandemic. And we were like, listen, we have these venues on hold. What can we do? And I was like, listen, I think we should do something for our community, give them a voice and a face right now. And so what we did is we set up something, we came with the name Black Wall Street Festival. And what it is, it consists of, we have about 50 vendors that are going to come out. We have live music going to be there. We have a 2 DJs. It's an inside and outside festival. So you can come. We made it affordable. It's actually a free community event. Majority of the most of all of the vendors, maybe the late registrants, it was only a $75 fee to register and join, and then you can come, you can sell your items. We have a lot of informational vendors that are going to be there. These are individuals who have a business, but they're not actually selling items. We have real estate agents, broker companies. We have so much coming out. We have state representatives that are going to be there to speak. We have people from the Urban League that are going to come out. We have just individuals. We have different resources that people can come out and register for and connect. So it's going to be loads of fun. You can eat. We have 2 food trucks that are going to be there. We have a food vendor. So it's really just come, shop your heart out with these Black owned businesses, get to know them, get information on how to team, how to partner with them. And we just wanted to give them a voice, really just give them away in the community. So it's actually going to be held on 5524 Richmond Avenue, and that's down in the Galleria area. So that's where it's going to be. Outside event, a little bit of inside, and yeah, come on. We have a great happy hour that's going to be going on. So we think it'll be definitely great for all the community to come out and support these businesses.
I absolutely love what you do all the time. Kay collaborates. She believes in the collaboration. Bringing everyone together and really giving back to community. As I was reading it, I found out that not only assistant programs, you have a job fair.
Yes, so we're going to have employers that are going to be on site looking to hire individuals who may need work. So we're definitely going to have that portion there. Right now, we're working out some kinks, but we should definitely have some job opportunities for the individuals. And then the ones that are not able to actually come out tomorrow, they provided us with their resource on how, people can come out and connect with them if they're not able to actually make it tomorrow, because it's still the pandemic going on. So you have a lot of employers are still a little strict on getting their team out there, but we definitely have the resources for individuals to contact these employers, because a lot of our people, need work right now.
Absolutely. Over 40 million people are unemployed, and I like what you're doing because you're giving a voice and you're giving a platform to food trucks too that will be out there.
Yes. Like I said, we have 2 great. One is the food court is the name of the food truck, and I'm not for sure the other one off the top of my head. But like I said, we have, and then we have another actual food vendor that's going to be located there. So we have, different ways you can just eat. And like I said, we wanted to just give our small businesses something to do. It's from 12 to 4 p.m. We wanted to give them something to do, and just open them up to maybe a different audience that they wouldn't be able to experience. And so what we do is, like I said, we do a tons of events. Our company does about 12 events a year, and we cater to Houston's Gospel Festival. We do Houston's Black Girls Rock. We do, tons and tons, and the list goes on. But my focus, like I always say, is I try to make sure that I keep our community just working, finding things to do. If you have a business and I can get you on at one of our events so that you can make some income, get with me. I'll do my best to get you in.
Absolutely. So this one, the one we're talking about today is Black Wall Street Festival, and it will be on tomorrow. And its address is 5524 Richmond in the Galleria.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes, Galleria.
And that's
starts at 12 o'clock. The gate opens at 12 o'clock, and it's from 12 to 4. We may go over a little bit over than 4, just depending on how everything is going. So we're really just asking the community, we spread the word as much as we can. So we're asking the community, hey, go on our Facebook page. Please share the Facebook link, invite your friends, your family to it. It's a great way. Bring your kids out. We actually have a slime truck that's going to be there, and the kids can go and make slime. It's going to be tons of fun. So like I said, bring the family. It's something to do tomorrow with your family, your kids, and just come out and see, expose your kids to seeing that there's tons of Black individuals in our community who are successful business owners.
Right. We have some flyers. Let's look at those flyers real quick. Okay, so that's the Black Wall Street, right, Kay?
Yes, it is. That's a Black Wall Street flyer.
Absolutely.
And then you can get your tickets if you see on the bottom, if you see on the screen, www.blackwallstreetfest.eventbrite.com. You can RSVP. It's a free event. We just ask that you go on and RSVP. So it's easier to just get in the festival with your free ticket. You don't have to worry about printing or anything like that. So yeah, we just ask that you open it up to the community.
Okay, there was another one, flyer. That's it.
And so these are all of our amazing vendors. These are amazing vendors. We have, like I said, if you look at the list, you'll see we actually have Reliant coming out. We have so many different vendors. So we have, like, again, about 50 vendors between inside and outside. We have the Beauty Trap. I love the Beauty Trap. It's a place you can, she's mobile. Tiffany Young is actually Tiffany Young's business. Great young lady. She's going to be one of our vendors. She's going to be out. So yeah, if you look at the list, those are some of our sponsor vendors that are going to be there tomorrow.
Okay, good. So I'm glad about that. You've got something very exciting, and that's why I said about singles. For December the 18th, you've got a citywide singles mixer.
Yes, I do. Yeah. We have a citywide singles mixer that's going to be December 18th. And this is our second time doing this event, actually. And with our second time doing it, the first time we did it, it actually really, really sold out. And so everyone's been asking me to do it again. And so I'm like, okay, let's do it. And so right now we've been getting a great response from it. Ladies, guys, if you're looking for love or you just want to just meet some people, hey, just get out and have fun. December 18th, join us for Houston's citywide single mixer. Absolutely. And you just got to be open. Just be open to it.
25 and over?
Yes.
25 and over. So I'm
yes, 25 and older. We try to make sure, because not too young, not too old. We want to keep it balanced, So 25 and older, come out and maybe you'll find love. I met my husband hanging out, so you never know what you'll find out here.
You are too funny. How can people get in touch with you, and what else will we be at first of all, with the Black Wall Street Festival? Let's say that address again. Some people didn't get it.
So it's 5524 Richmond Avenue. That's 5524 Richmond Avenue. And then if you have any questions, you can always send us an email. And the email for the actual Black Wall Street is going to be info at Houston Moves, and it moves is MOUVES. So that's www. rbevents.eventbrite is another way that you can reach us. Or you can connect with me on Facebook. You can always send me a message on Facebook. My name is Kay, and Warnick is the last name, WARNICK. And Instagram, you can always connect with us on Instagram at Release the Beast Marketing Events, or you can connect with us at Houston Moves.
Absolutely. Now, what I love about Kay, like I said before, if you have a business or if you have anything, touch base with her, because she has so many events, 12 to 13 or so events a year.
Yeah, 12 to 13 a year. So we usually host something monthly, and our events are usually pretty big. We sometimes do smaller version events, but we do mostly big events. Like we said, we try to make sure that we open it up to give people opportunities beyond, and it's catered to all communities. We work with African American community. We work with the Indian. We work with we're very diverse. So we like to bring everybody together. We actually do an international festival in the summer. We like to bring everybody together. So yeah, it doesn't matter what you're looking for. Just reach out to me, and I can let you know what we have scheduled and how you can be a part of it.
Absolutely. I love you. Take care. Thank you.
Thank you, Kim, for having me.
Black Wall Street Festival tomorrow, 12 to 4 p.m., 5524 Richmond. We'll see you, ladies.
Yes.
We'll see you there.
All right. Thanks, Kim. Have a great one.
Thank you so much. on next week. We've got so many great people. You've got to look 12:30 to 1:30 Central Standard Time. Take care. Bye.